Right.
All right, so last time you guys were in rest and recovery mode after your defeat of the Deep One hybrids at the Temple of the Snake Goddess. The sacrifice Bonton made, having his heart removed by our fellow party member, was rewarded by a spot in the family. And with that, Bonton became family to the woman who runs the local church, whose name was Margarita, and she took Archibald and Bonton and Elsie to her cabin, where she showered them with gifts, and they went on a magical carpet ride, where there was lots of drugs, and
It was a whole new world.
Adult-themed activities. Here's how I wrote it. Our heroes toured a strange theme park with an old lady. The rides were safe and fun, and the gift shop had a great selection with agreeable pricing. Bonton has a new flicker in his eye. Archie, a new mischief in his step. And Elsie looks like she's slept for multiple days in a row, rejuvenated like she's emerging from a 4-day spa vacation. Now, those are the notes I have. Basically, it was a silly, drug-fueled side adventure.
Awesome. I'm sober now, so it's okay that I missed that.
Yeah. So the the next day, the weather is great. The town, the townsfolk, sort of meet your eye every time you walk past one with a smile, and it's a new day here. You do hear, I'm going to say, Joseph, you do hear as you wake up an unwelcome voice as Malov, he calls to you. He says, "Follower of Rafi."
No.
I know I lost everybody.
Oh, I lost Gabe.
I lost Gabe and Hootie. And everyone but you. All right, Hootie's back.
Oh.
All right, G.
Hey.
So
Don't
something
know
about
what happened.
Nafi? What was he saying?
Basically, he said "follower of Nafi," and that was it. And then I froze. He says, "Where is the snake goddess?"
As far as I know, she's back up in the temple where we left her.
There are rumors. Greater threat.
What rumors? What threat?
Surely you've noticed the Deep One, his influence.
Aye, I do. I do know about them. They attacked us at the temple. As well as the lighthouse.
The Deep One has corrupted the divine light with the fickle poison of nature. His vile experimentation gave birth to many of nature's abominations. He is my vilest enemy.
Well, it seems he's enemies with the snake goddess as well. Perhaps she'd have a vested interest in destroying him.
Roll a persuasion check. He seems to consider that.
Okay, I am going to add 2 effort. Since I really want to persuade this guy. Ugh.
So he says this. Imprisoned here, I am no match for the Deathless Council of these dogs. Only the machinations of the Deep One have kept that council from seizing control of the corporal realm. For now, I leave him alone into his icy depths.
So, you wish to have him destroyed or no?
If you wish to fight him, I wish to encourage that activity, but not for your benefit.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do. Do you have any knowledge on where the source of his power comes from? How would I go about destroying this deep one, as we've killed many of his minions, and I'm sure that has no effect on his power on a whole.
He has embedded himself in the fabric of nature itself. I tore apart this universe for the purpose of weakening him.
Understood. Understood. I'll look into
He
it.
is weakened, but he is still more powerful than any other creature alive.
I'll look into what I can figure out. How to locate the source of his power. Maybe attempt to strike him where he's weakest.
I wish you luck in that, and I hope that he knows that you come for him.
I mean, don't tell him. I would rather surprise.
Rest assured, I will keep my secret.
He snarls because there's absolutely no way he's talking to the Deep One. Or any of the Deep One's people, period. There's nothing to talk about.
And
Are you talking to your go-head when you say all this?
He talks out loud. You guys can hear him if you're nearby.
oh, do I? Okay.
Oh, yeah. That happened in the
goat talks
battle,
out
so
loud?
that's canon.
That was as we woke up, right? So we're probably...
Mm-hmm.
Where are we staying?
I would say you guys were staying at the temple here, sort of in beds that they made for you.
Okay. So this isn't just straight, flat Burning Man where we're kind of just lying around in the desert somewhere?
No. They set you up very comfortable things with pitchers of water and snacks.
Well, we know Elsie. She's probably sleeping in an alleyway somewhere.
No, Elsie's wandering into town from the south with you guys. Wandered in town with you guys, very well rested. From the shack. But yeah, Joseph is talking to himself, Hootie, as you wake up, I guess.
Was the shack perchance a little old place where we can get together?
Yeah,
I think it is, man.
it was for sure.
It's like a love shack, if you will.
Baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yep, love shack, baby.
Got there. That was gold. Okay. No. Nobody argue with that was gold. All right. What were we doing? Please, somebody remind me.
But Anton was going to go to the cathedral and check out his letters from Charlie.
All right. Yeah, you were going to check out the letters from Charlie. Here, let me scroll up to those. Okay. Yeah, so you get up to the temple. You find it you mean the Catholic temple?
The here where
Oh,
he
no,
was in that
okay,
little
yeah,
chamber.
okay. Yeah, you go upstairs. You find the rooms are all unlocked. You start reading the letters to Charlie. Hold on, I wrote this. There it is. They were sent by a woman named Abigail. Each letter is a long, rambling apology. They go on and on about how she was wrong for having relations with Tony. They're gut-wrenching and self-loathing, and you can literally see the tear stains on like many of the pages. They beg him to take her back, or at least to forgive her. And the stories ebb and flow with strings of extraordinary success, followed quickly by stories of fraud, incompetence, childish infatuation with handsome men. So, for example, each story ends with a long story of where she lives now. So, she moved to Louisville to open a hat shop. She sold the hat shop to a rich fellow, made a huge profit, moved to Richmond, married a man named Steve. Steve stole all her money, disappeared. Courts won't hear her case, community snickers at me, so I had to move to Baltimore. And then the story starts over. And in Baltimore, she has enormous success and then goes on to be a disaster again. And she's this roller coaster. And each letter is this fascinating tale of either extraordinary success or extraordinary failure.
I take the letters and I put them in that little altar that's in that chamber room,
Mm-hmm.
and I burn them. And then I pull out some paper and just
as
jot
they're-
down a letter.
I'm sorry. As the last letter is burning, though, you notice something sort of shows up in the heated paper that you didn't see, and it's like she wrote it on a page on top of this one, or something like that. And it says, "No matter what I did, we will always be family. I was always fated to be with you."
Okay. I'm
What
just
was this woman's name?
Abigail.
Abigail what?
It doesn't say. It just
Abigail
signed Abigail.
Schmackavale.
So I burn them as kind of like a release of obligation, and then I write a note to the return address, to the most recent one. addressed
Yeah.
to
So every
Abigail.
letter has a different address. That's another
So
interesting.
whichever one is most recent,
Gotcha.
and I just write down something simply stating that Charlie is now at peace. He is with his family, and I'm sure that he would still enjoy seeing her, but for her not to worry any longer. And then I put the address to wherever a postal center. I don't know how that would work. Is there like a courier service somewhere in this town?
In this town, probably not. But in the port town that you're heading to, yes.
Okay, now I'll just stuff the letter in my pocket.
No worries. Okay, so you write that letter. Okay, and
And
we
it has
had-
the address and the location of this city written at the bottom of the letter.
you put the return address as this city. What is? We haven't named. I actually have never used a name for this village. I was gonna call it like the Spanish word for origin, but I don't remember. what it
Origin?
was. Yeah.
Original is original.
Yeah, it's that's the name of the town. The name of the town is Origin. I think in Spanish it's Origen.
Origen. Yeah, sure. Origen.
Okay, so in the Origen Cathedral,
Origen.
I'm gonna see if that priest is still here. If he is, he's gonna have problems.
He is not here.
Okay,
He looks like he left hurriedly. He took his crate with him.
good. I just poke around, see if there's any stuff left over. Take a quick once through his quarters, any storerooms.
Yeah, you do see something left over. There is a note stabbed to the door of his bedroom.
I read it. and
It said, taking a contract signed under oath of divinity does not devoid that contract. I will have my revenge.
Under oath of divinity.
Excellent. But he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
Bonton, what are you up to?
I'm gonna meet up with the rest of the group whenever they get back together, so we can talk about going to the factory or talk about these gold coins that I found on gold coin that I found on LC.
Okay, well, I think Hootie and Joseph are there right now, where you are, and Archibald too. I don't see why he wouldn't be.
Yeah, I'm done with all my major business.
Yeah, Hootie
So-
wanders back. Hootie was up early, going to the church to find the note.
It
A
appears we
pearly
have a
going to
choice among
church? That
us.
sounds like Hootie.
Sorry. Oh, go
There
ahead,
is.
Mike.
Hi. There's a factory that we need to check out, or perhaps we can look to larger problems.
Yes, we should definitely check out this factory. I am particularly interested to see if it has any ley lines lying under it.
Speaking of ley lines, what did you find over at the Tibel?
Very interesting information. It turns out that these ley lines, they span so far. It's quite an interesting web. I wonder how they're created, or if they can only be harnessed. And I wonder if the Deep One has access to them as well.
Well, what say you all? Should we go check out the factory?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
I'm on board.
But has the factory been built?
Yeah. So what's the plan to get information about its exact location?
I say we send Rodrigo into town and start poking around.
We've had a bit of information of it being on the outskirts or something.
It was on the outskirts, yes. Perhaps we could send grills to go flying around and see if we can notice any large buildings making things. Yeah.
As you're thinking, Rodrigo does come in. He knocks on the door, even though it's open, and sort of pokes his head around. He says, "Excuse me, a quick word. I received a strange letter. It is no address, but it was given to me by a strange man."
We begin it. What does it say?
He opens it up. It looks like it's handwritten pretty badly, and he sort of squints his way through it, and he says, "Well, the grammar is very bad, but it says that there are slaves, and that they are seeking some help. And they say they heard of you."
I look around the party. They heard of us. That is strange.
Where's Elsie? What has she been telling people?
Wait, how would the slaves know of us? Oh, wait. Do you think this is anything to do with the prison that we burned down? For the dungeon?
The what?
Where the prisoners were in.
The who?
Yeah, what?
Back in St. Louis.
That's quite a long way for rumor to travel, especially to the heart of Mexico. And we only encountered those bandits, unless those bandits are claiming that we care about slaves? I don't know. That makes no sense.
What do we do with those bandits? I know we showed them mercy.
We
Yeah.
did.
We offered to
bandits?
hire them, and they turned us down and said they needed too much food right now.
That's right.
You did give them food and let them go fairly only a few of them murdered.
I just thought that they'd be spreading rumors about us being slave freers or something.
Fundamental difference between murder and self-defense, I must say.
Yeah.
It's very
A few of them
subtle.
self-defended.
Either way, it sounds like our reputation is getting ahead of us. Perhaps we should find out where these slaves are and what kind of help they need.
Right,
Rodrigo.
he was a strange man. What did he look like, Rodrigo?
Exactly.
Well, I didn't see him for long. He had a mustache, but he was, he was Mexican. And, there was something strange about his clothes. He had this dark cloak, but underneath it was, I almost thought it had like a a big cross, like a golden cross.
Was it golden or silver?
I don't know. I didn't see it, but maybe a cross. It was shiny.
Very strange
This
indeed.
sounds like bullshit.
It was a strange fellow. He moved very, very fast.
Do you think this
Indeed.
could be a trap?
Oh, definitely.
I don't understand how this information would be out.
I always
I have
think
never heard
everything
of
could be
you.
a
I
trap.
understand. I know all the rumors, so this is weird.
What other information is on this note other than some slaves? Where are
They have some names, sort of first names mostly, and then it says at the bottom. He says, actually, it does give this place it's the name of a lake. It's not far from here.
Say Wataneo. No? Anybody?
I didn't get it.
I
but-
got it. It's a Shawshank Redemption reference.
Isn't that a town on the coast where he was gonna go live?
Yeah, it
Yep.
was, so it wasn't a lake.
All right. Great. Show me where it is.
Isaac, I just wanted to clarify, not that I was going to laugh at it. Great. Show me where it is.
I got absolute crickets on one of mine earlier. Okay. Fucking crickets.
Oh, man.
I would
Um,
where, and I will have girls go look at it.
It's to the north, but in the mountains, nearer to Mexico City.
Okay, but something she can do in a couple hours, probably.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna take her a day to get that far.
Oh lord. Well, that's a long ass hike if it's gonna take an owl a day to fly there.
Yes.
That's a long way, guys.
But then we'll have plenty of time to prepare.
There's the
It is in the
forces.
general direction of Mexico City. In fact, it's in the exact direction of Mexico City,
So we're going that way anyway.
Okay.
northeast,
Right. Let's go
northwest.
follow a church, a fast-moving church person.
Rodrigo is like, excuse me, this is not a good plan.
We're not paying you to think, Rodrigo. No, sorry.
No, you don't understand. Here in Mexico, the church has got agents everywhere.
Go on.
They have. No one understands their motives. Whose side they're on. Why they do things.
Okay.
This feels like we are going to get involved in something that would be quite dangerous, and then the church will benefit somehow. I hate them.
I believe it's on our
I'd
way to
say we-
Mexico City anyway, so we should at least investigate it.
I
mean-
gave Rodrigo the note from the church. They already don't like us.
And if it's something sinister, then all the more reason for us to stumble across it.
Wait, you took the letter from the church door? That was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we look at the handwriting to see if it's similar?
Go ahead, Bonton. Take a look at the two letters. They're obviously written by. Well, actually, go ahead and write. Go ahead and do an investigation check. Yeah, so they look like they were obviously written by different people, but when you look past it, it's more like one of them was written by they were both written by the same person, but he, like, every other letter switched hands.
This is strange indeed.
It is
That
our.
stupid priest is trying to lure us into a trap.
He is not happy about the deal that we made him.
I always expect everything to be a trap. That's why I'm still alive.
I got that one.
I tried to set that one up earlier.
Keep switching those chalices.
All right. So, yeah, we should take off on our way to Mexico, investigate this. But first, I would like to go attempt to talk the snake goddess into perhaps giving us any information she knows about the Deep One. Bonton, I think you're on the best terms with her. If you wouldn't mind going with me, or
Yeah,
whoever wants to
I would-
come.
I'd like to join you.
Hootie?
You guys head
Archibald?
up to the temple. Short walk to the temple. You find it has fresh flowers decorating a lot of the stairways and stuff.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we might go away with the temple.
Yeah, it's unoccupied. Looks like they've cleaned up the places where the altars were burned. Everything looks clean and tidy. What is it you'd like to do?
I'd like to go locate the snake goddess.
Well, Hootie had some luck with that before. Bonton, you can hear her at the
No.
temple. Once you arrive, you can hear her sort of background hiss.
Joseph,
Evan.
she is here. She is all around.
Do you think you could call out to her, Bonton? Oh no, your camera! Are you okay? Ah!
I'm good.
Monton goes ass over tea kettle down the temple steps.
Disappears into a gaping green maw.
I was attacked by a snake.
No.
So Bonton, do you think you can reach out to her or locate her on the temple grounds?
I am sure that she would listen. And in fact, she is probably listening to you. You were in her home.
What's her name again?
Tlatukule.
Katakutle?
Tlatukule.
Tawatakutle. Say Watakutle.
Say it 3 times fast.
No.
Oh my Jesus.
Say Watakule, Tewatakule, Tewatakule.
All right.
You possessed my camera.
Stop butchering my name.
I came here on behalf of trying to figure out these deep creatures that attacked the temple yesterday. I believe they were attempting to stop your summoning. Do you know what that was about?
It was the deep one that expelled me from here.
Well, it appears my good friend Moloff has a vested interest in destroying this deep one, this abomination he calls it. And
It would be best if you were left alone.
I am a agent of Nefi, and I intend on tracking down the source of this deep one and dispatching him if I can.
This is why I've always hated Nafi and her agents. They are crusaders and fools.
Do you want the deep one gone?
Yes.
Perhaps you can aid me. Do you know anything about their whereabouts? Where I can locate them or their weaknesses in any way?
Anything you say here at this epicenter of ley lines, of this key focal point of nature magic will be heard. Fool.
Thanks for the heads up. Alright. Can't we go somewhere else and talk then?
As you look down, you see like something is scratching in the ground, and it's 2 numbers.
I write them down. Are they coordinates?
They seem to be.
Well, I'm sorry you couldn't help me. Wink, wink. I guess I'll just go about my way.
I would never work with Nafi anyway.
Well, I'm sure she feels the same about you. And we take
She's
off.
not the master of subtlety.
We take off. And I start heading.
But she does sort of disappear. You all heard her, by the way. You all heard her.
And I start heading toward the coordinates. Or I show him to Bonton. Maybe he can help me with his navigation and understanding of maps and longitude and latitude.
I must
They're
ask
not
Joseph,
longitude and latitude.
why?
Bonton.
why do you ally yourself with the Moloff? What do you owe him?
Nothing, actually. I don't know. I didn't get that bad of a vibe from him, honestly.
Hold on. Did she not just say that everything's said here? Why don't we?
I agree. And I showed, so I look at these numbers, Gabe, they're not longitude and latitude.
They're not.
Can I... Alright, well, let's get out of this area for the time being, somewhere where we can at least talk amongst the party.
I write them down.
Okay. Bear, would you roll a perception check as you're writing down the numbers?
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
They look like numbers, but there's little flourishes and oddities to them. You go ahead and take down those oddities.
Alright, well, we make our way back to the town, away from the ley lines.
All right. Yeah, you do. You make your way back to town.
Perhaps these numbers are some kind of map. Like if we looked down from above in this area, like perhaps Hootie can fly above and look around, and maybe these numbers appear in the mountains somehow, and it's actually a map of the area. I don't know.
Maybe the extra things on these numbers. I copied those. I don't know what they mean, but they don't look
These-
like right.
Are these the numbers from the letter?
Are these the letters from the number?
Are these the numbers from the letter?
Yeah.
As you're looking at them, you see they are the number is 46. The last address, the one that you prepared to, was 46 North Elm Street, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Wait, what?
ATM.
Your letter.
Oh no, I was talking about these numbers that you guys are talking about. Where did you get these numbers?
From the snake.
Oh, she gave
They
me.
got it,
Oh, the
wrote them
dirt.
down for you.
Okay.
Well, can I examine them? Do they look like ley lines of any kind?
No, they're definitely not ley lines of any kind. But
What
the
numbers-
numbers have like little flourishes. You sort of can recognize them as like almost like a map.
Like if we sent
They
Hootie
seem to
above.
have like little indications of terrain features and be a kind of a subtly drawn map.
Okay. Let's go back to Rodrigo.
Or let's just send
Okay.
Hootie above and have her do a scout of the area.
What, you don't trust Rodrigo?
Alright, let's go talk to Rodrigo.
You can't fly, but
Yeah, Rodrigo can fly.
Hootie, Grills takes a look. Grills has already actually scouted the area pretty heavily on your way in and everything else.
Yep.
So, as you're looking at this, you do actually recognize the features that that Archibald sketches out.
Oh.
In general terms, they look like the mountains to the west of here.
So they're exactly what Joseph thought, and everyone ignored. Joking.
Well, they weren't obviously that, but yes, they were ultimate.
All right. Well, is there like an X marks the spot kind of thing on the
No,
map?
but it's a pretty small area that's drawn.
Ah,
It's pretty small. Like it's focused on one valley, but between two mountains.
all right. Let's go there.
Yes. Let's go there.
Hootie Bear.
Well, let's rest for a day. Let's prepare all of our food that we're going to need for the trek.
Well, the thing is that the Serpent Queen was going to meet us here so we could talk, and I'm sure she's already like heading there to meet up with us.
Oh, okay.
That's why
I
she.
thought it was the site for the deep ones. My bad.
Nah, she wants us to go there so we can talk about the deep ones, without being overheard.
Well then, let's go.
Yeah. Let's just jaunt on over there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna skip ahead a day, as you guys do have to travel a day through pretty rough mountains without a direct path.
I'm gonna have Grills see if there is an animal that I like the looks of. Perhaps a shoulder monkey. or a.
Shoulder monkey. That's a racial slur, my friend.
I thought you were gonna go for like a pirate parrot.
Oh.
Oh, like the flying monkey from Dark Water.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Ren's monkey.
Nibbler or something.
Nibbler.
Okay,
sorry.
Isaac. So, Grills flies over a tree, a very tall tree. And it's got fruit in it, and it's filled with monkeys. And one of them is the big alpha, and it looks like he's only got one eye, because he lost the other in a fight, and he's got all these cuts all over him. And he looks up at Grills and sort of howls at him, and then throws a fruit in Grills' general direction.
Feisty, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I say, I hold up my hand to the party. Hold the ring and I look at the monkey. Like, come here, monkey.
Okay. Well, roll a nature check against the DC of this very low DC monkey.
I could see this happening. Come here, the monkey.
One day fighting demons, next fighting monkeys.
Oh man.
The monkey hears you and he looks down and he honks a huge chunk of fruit at you. Go ahead and roll a speed defense roll.
Or get hit by a pomegranate.
It slams into the ground next to you. It was pretty heavy. He howls at you.
This ring does not work on monkeys. We shall continue.
It does require a little bit better of a check than that. Okay, so you bypass the monkeys. You continue to travel. The weather is beautiful. It doesn't rain, and you are able to trek through the mountains, especially with Grill's scouting. You're able to find an easier route, and you find yourself looking down into a very stately valley through the mountains. A very steep-walled valley. It looks like it was cut by water. There doesn't seem to be water down there now. The tops and edges of the tops are all filled with pines, and then down at the bottom, there's another row of sort of older, taller pines. The slope has only, the sort of twisting slope pines, and you sort of look down into this valley, and Grills, she sort of has caught the updraft here. And there's something exhilarating, Hootie, that you're experiencing secondhand.
Just getting high on nature magic. Alright.
You make your way down the wall here. You find down at the bottom that it's all just sort of rounded rocks that were once at the bottom of a stream or river, and not really much interesting stuff.
I tap on the rocks. I assume they're giant snake eggs in disguise.
As you tap on the rock, a little green viper just sort of was sunning itself on the top of the rock, and then just sort of like turns and hisses at you a little bit, and you hear Hootie. Welcome.
Oh. Hello, snake lady.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You wish to speak with me? So Elsie, just to catch you up, you guys have taken a little day journey over to a side valley to have a private word with the snake goddess, who is, of course, still very grateful, but was requested to have a private word.
Day journey?
Yeah.
It took like about 8 hours to walk there.
We walked. No horses.
Through the mountains. Our
Through the
horses
We didn't
couldn't
ride
make
on
it.
gorillas or monkeys or anything.
We were gonna ride
Hootie
gorillas.
tried to get a monkey, but the monkey threw a piece of fruit at him and almost got him.
Yep.
This ring does not work on monkeys.
I complained the entire way. I am not having this. I am not suited to be walking in the jungle. Y'all
Should
are
have been
crazy.
carried by monkeys on like a makeshift like roller thing.
What happened? Why are you
My
so outrageous all of a sudden? You get one night of sleep and you get to be a damn diva?
I know,
Oh, by
right?
the way, yeah, Elsie's looking like so good right now. She's never looked more rejuvenated.
Yeah, except for trekking through the woods. How dare you guys make me do this? Ugh, my shoes. They're all muddy. I had just cleaned them. Ugh.
Whoa. Bear is just like at the back of the pack, just like hiding behind.
All 8 hours I complained.
Nice.
Just so y'all know. I was
Sounds
grumpy
like
all
fun.
8 hours.
Excellent.
When you do get there, though, it is a beautiful view from the top of the valley. And as you make your way down, Bear starts kicking rocks, assuming that he's trying to break snake eggs. And
No, I was gently rapping on them.
mhm.
Not breaking
and found a little green snake that talks to him.
Oh,
So
cool.
that's where we are.
Gently rapping, I could just. You can find me in the club, bottle full of fun. Little snake comes out.
Okay. No. So she sort of sits there and, in the bright sun on this big flat rock, and she says,
Ask your questions.
Well-
I take out one of the gold coins.
Not mine.
No,
Touch my gold coin.
no, I have 12 of my own. I do not need your gold coin.
she recoils from it.
Put it away.
I have many of these
Bear, where did you get those?
from the island.
Why would you take all of that? Oh, you do not know.
Oh no, I know. I just learned a little too late.
You stay far away from me.
Okay, perhaps you
Just
should
do
go
like
to
this,
the other
Von
side
Braun,
of the
but I don't
valley.
let it go. It's just-
Huh?
I start juking back and forth away from you.
Now, Hootie, those tokens may actually serve as a focal point for the Deep One's power. You should probably walk away from this conversation.
Oh, well, Elsie has one too.
I
Yes.
do.
They are acting as a homing beacon. They are being called to us. That is why we keep running into them.
I told you we
Jesus.
need to go meet the deep one.
Just because of your greedy, greedy, gold clamoring hands. Why don't you step.
Joseph.
Yes?
I did not take the gold. I found it in the sand while you guys were burning things down. I was trying to investigate the island.
I took it. And I
I
just walked
found
away
it.
from the conversation. Fine, ask her questions. I just climb back up to the cliff and stare down at them.
My
Occasionally,
dress
I
has a tear.
up off the cliff towards.
And Bonton, you hear in your mind, you hear,
You must kill him now.
Kill him now?
That
He is bound, loyal to the Deep One. He will kill you if you do not kill him first.
no. These are my family. They know better.
Besides, we're remarkably ineffective at killing each other. Just ask Bonton.
Did Joseph also hear this command or no?
no, only Bonton heard that. Only
Okay.
Bonton heard that. Hootie did not couldn't respond to that because he
And I'm out of earshot anyway. I can't hear
You
you.
probably heard me say that we're family and that I wouldn't do that, but
Yeah, you guys all heard that, I would say, as Hootie's like climbing up the cliff.
Hootie just kind of tosses a pebble over his shoulder in Bonton's general direction.
I would like to lean in close to the Viper and just whisper to it. So, oh great serpent, do you know if the Deep One has a foothold in these mountains? Perhaps in a lake?
His foothold came with you.
Remote objection, Your Honor.
Right?
But she says,
Actually, Bonton.
Bonton brought it?
Yes, originally. He didn't know. Neither did we.
how did I bring the photo of the deep ones?
You must have survived the disaster.
I brought back the goddess, not the deep ones. You must be confused.
You brought me back. Yes. But it was through you that he knew of our temple.
It's all making sense now. So, how do we deal with this deep one? If I were to want to, destroy him or imprison him.
Say that you should go in by yourself and tell him of your intentions to defeat him.
That sounds like a horrible plan.
Yes, and the rest of your friends will live, and you shall gloriously die.
So let's say that I wanted to unite Nafi, Moloff, and you in a common interest against this deep one, and maybe have an intelligent plan put together. Would you be on board with that?
Do you know what he does to us?
I know he perverts your magic, both nature magic.
He infects us, kills us from the inside out.
Interesting. So you would need a cure if he's some kind of infection.
No, it can't be stopped.
And he won't stop, because he can't stop. Get it.
Ah, you beat me to it.
She just sort of like turns her head and away and sort of like slithers away, not very far, but sort of into the center of the rock, into a warmer spot, and then sort of settles her head down, looking away.
Alright, I slowly approach her. I say, listen, I know that you're pessimistic about the situation, but I know he's not going away. And I know I'm just in the investigative part of understanding this enemy. So, if you just want to keep an open mind about it, I'll be around. I'll be back. And perhaps you can tell me anything you've learned in between now and the next time I see you.
If Bonton tells me that he will strike, I will do everything in my power to support him.
That he will strike what?
Anything, and even the deep one.
Bonton, did you hear that?
Yes, she has allegiance with me, but not with Mullah. It's a roundabout way, you may say. You and I, we are allied, and I am allied with her, but she is not allied with Mullah. But we'll find a way.
Okay. Well, seeing as how the only time you've ever really tried to kill me is when you were possessed by her, I think I could trust you.
What was that saying about a new day?
A new day, then forget about the times that your friend tried to kill you before? Is that the saying?
You're a
The
godly
one
man.
time?
You know all about the forgiveness, no?
Yes, it's one of my
But who
greatest
here
attributes.
besides me hasn't tried to kill one of us?
She has a point.
I haven't killed you.
Tried.
Yes, I think
Bear, you had definitely attacked multiple times. You have attacked the party members.
I believe Hootie, yes, tried to kill me
Well.
once.
In the beginning, before you got control of your owlbear.
In your
That was
bloodlust.
well, you guys also tried to kill me, Joseph.
The only time I tried to
Exactly.
kill anybody was whenever I was hallucinating in the cave.
This is classic moving the goalpost behavior from Isaac here, because the question was, has he tried to kill anybody?
And you were trying to kill me.
The point is we have all confessed to each other now. We are all forgiven, no? Right, Joseph?
Yeah, let bygones be bygones.
I'm not even.
I never attacked anybody.
Shut up, Archibald. You're too weak to attack anybody.
Archibald, I'm sure you have. You just don't remember.
There
You
was
must
one
have set us on
name-
fire.
Yes, does
Name
abandoning
one
your
time.
friends in dire straits count as betraying them?
Or setting the lake on fire while as we are sailing through it.
We were talking about attacking people. That's an indirect way. I was trying to help you, and it just backfired.
Tried to
Literally.
kill one of us. Tried to kill each other.
Trying to
When?
kill all of us? Not attacking. No, sorry.
Oh.
Technicalities.
And you left us all to die in
When
St. Louis.
you were
Coward.
already dead by all measures.
Objectively, you were already dead. I'm not still not sure why you're here.
And
Yes,
you hear
but
the
I haven't
snake
tried to kill
goddess,
anyone.
and she's like,
Is that quite enough?
Oh, you're still
No.
here. Sorry.
We can-
Yes, we're done.
Even she
We'll be
tried to
leaving
kill
now.
us.
I'm going to do it again if you don't shut up.
You can try.
No, we'll be taking our leave. Goodbye. And I dance a jig out of the swamp. How do you spell hilarious, guys?
HILAR.
Got it. Got it.
whatever you do, do not take whatever Elsie was saying. That was not correct.
Yeah, shouldn't have brought me out.
And guys,
My-
if
my
y'all
dress is
want
so
to,
muddy.
if y'all want to just watch the live stream and maybe type a comment or two, I mean, it might up our algorithm a little. Just
could
saying.
be done. Could be done. I could do that. So as you guys are doing that stuff, you see the snake goddess. She sort of stuns herself on the rock for a bit longer, and then with like a sudden writhe of her tiny little body, she's just gone.
Wow.
Is that all it takes to get rid of her? A little bit of an argument?
We should try that in the future when she's bigger.
Yes.
As you're walking back, Grills notices something further to the west. She's circling around. Isaac, I think you might be muted.
I'm not.
Okay.
I just wasn't saying
as-
anything.
As Grills circles around to the west, can you roll a perception check?
1.
Mm,
Oh.
I see it. Or she sees it. We see it.
She sees a little hut with smoke coming out of it. It's on the edge of a lake. She catches a glimpse of the good priest. Just as he's going in the door to this hut.
Okay. This is the location where we thought it would be? I thought that was going to be north.
Yeah, so it's not. It's not where he was
north.
telling you to go.
Oh. We should go kill a priest. Can she...
I concur.
Can she... Yeah. Can she take a careful look around and see if there's anybody else?
Yeah. Yeah, and with your natural 20, she spots a little boat on the edge of this small sealed lake. This lake isn't very big at all. There's really no reason to have a boat. Pretty easy to walk along the edge. But there's this boat, and there's no dock, and it's odd because this boat is just sort of parked on the beach of a lake that's so small it doesn't need a boat.
Crazy. Okay, does she see anyone else, though?
Nope.
And there's smoke coming out of the chimney.
Of this little hut. Yeah, there's this little like one-room hut.
Should we go see about this alleged priest, gentlemen?
Hey, let's go look at it.
I think Archie should just fireball the damn thing.
Agreed.
No, perhaps she has a bathtub or a basin. I need to wash my feet.
There's a whole lake.
There's a whole lake.
Ew. No. Have some class.
It's
And I walk up to the
1850,
door
that's
and
where
knock
people
on it.
take
raising an
baths.
eyebrow, wondering what you're talking about, and then
Shocked by this behavior. Okay, we go over there.
I'm
Grills,
shocked, I
Grills-
tell you.
Grills perches in a very non-obvious place and keeps an eye on.
I walk straight up to the door and start knocking on it.
All right, so you just march through the forest. It's actually not that far. I just have to go over a bit of a ridge. and Hootie, you're leading the group, and Elsie runs ahead as the smoke trail comes into sight.
I want
Well,
a good line of sight on the boat.
Y'all
Yeah.
can stop me. I mean,
He
I'm
is
not-
that priest. What's the worst that she could do? Or that he could do?
He moves super fast.
With you.
What was that?
Oh my god, every time you talk, all down
Look at
the
that
side of a
speed.
cliff. You should be taking might damage.
That phone is taking mic damage. Okay. The
Ooh, it still works. It's a little fuzzy this time.
Elsie, as you march up to the door and knock on it, can you roll a perception check? You see startled movement inside the house and then nothing.
I'm gonna walk around to the boat and check out the boat.
Hello, hello. We've traveled a long way to come meet you. Hello.
Hello.
The door sort of creaks open and you see this aged, not middle-aged white man. He sort of peeks out. He has just his head showing. He has a hood on. He says, hello there. Not expecting anyone.
We've been traveling, walking all day. My companions have forced me to walk in the mud. Do you have something where can I wash my feet?
Can you roll a persuasion check? He says, I'm so sorry. I don't have a wash area. Perhaps taking your feet off and putting them in the lake might help.
How does one take your feet off?
I mean, your shoes or
Are
whatever.
you a wizard?
He looks like a wizard.
He slams the door.
And I knock again.
That's it.
I'm
Persistence.
currently occupied.
Monsieur, Signor.
I must warn you that this is private area. And,
While she was talking to him, I wanted to send my snake in through one of the cracks of the hut.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute, you have a snake?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
I
was.
take off this wooden bangle off my hand, and I throw it on the ground, and it uncoils into a snake.
Oh.
Perhaps, is that how you treat guests wandering through the walking through?
As you're talking, you see this snake like slithering through the gaps in this like thatch stuff, and
I thought you guys were more hospitable in this area. I thought this
the-
was Mexico, not Texas.
Ooh.
my lady, I'm afraid that your chorus of hype men is quite worrisome to a single traveler who just happens to be staying here for a short while.
You built a
Oh,
hut
yes.
as you're traveling through?
I don't know you, and I don't owe you any answers.
Do we know this dude's name? Like out of game, did we
It is
discuss it?
in the notes somewhere. I'll have to go back.
Had somebody had we read that? Did we know what this dude's name should be?
Bonton, or no, who went inside? Joseph. Joseph should know what this guy's name is.
What is
Sir,
it?
You
If
went
we
in
weren't-
there, right, Joseph?
Yeah.
if we weren't meant to be, how would we know that's your name? You are Mr.
What was his name?
Bupkiss.
Bupkiss.
Fine. His name, because I cannot find it. His name was Bupkiss, and now he says I'm afraid that's not my name, but also I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. There are security measures that will be activated in 10, and he closes his eyes and starts counting.
He is a fucking wizard, I told you.
Can I see what he's doing through my snake, or ask my snake?
Is the door open or closed at this point?
It's closed, but maybe not that tightly. There's certainly no padlock or anything.
I
And you're
pushed the
seeing
door-
inside, Bonton, you're seeing him hold out his hands. He's closed his eyes, and there's beginning to become a hum of light around him.
Elsie
The
busts in and
fire-
punches him in the face.
I
Alright,
pushed
well,
the door open and
let's
put
roll
one of my
initiative.
crystals in his
I'm
hand.
joking.
Let's roll initiative.
Okay,
Why
but
are
I
we
didn't do
rolling
that.
initiative?
I push the door open and put one of my crystals in his hand.
I thought this was just supposed to be a
see
funny,
which
fun
one of you gets to
NPC.
punch him in the face first. Okay. Genius.
Oh, so we're rolling initiative
Maybe I
then?
do trip and punch him in the face.
Okay, so
Or the
Elsie
nuts.
is not in contention for top of the class.
LC 0, perfect. Hootie 2, Hootie also goes after.
3.
2. Alright, I took out too many Josephs. How do I delete these fuckers? Oh, I think I just pressed the delete button.
Boop. How do I create my token on this?
You go over there to, like, right above the chat box. There's the tabs.
Yeah.
And you just go over to journal. And then you see your character there. Actually, I could probably just pull yours out. Hootie Bear, you just click and drag.
All right. There I be. There, Gabe. I'll re-roll initiative.
Nice.
But no, you got a nothing initiative.
Hey, I actually rolled an initiative.
I tried to change yours, but it didn't update. Hold on 1 second.
Alright, here, I'll just roll again. We'll take that
I'll
one.
roll again.
What's happening? Everybody's cheating?
Yeah, I'm not cheating. It
Everyone
just
is
disappeared.
Bonton, did you roll initiative like an actual person?
I
Would you
hit
like
the
to
initiative
re-roll?
button.
Did you re-roll multiple times?
Bonton, why are you breakdancing in the wheat fields?
I have one roll, and it was 5.
I too will
I guess I should
breakdance.
offer you a free re-roll since everyone's getting one.
Can I?
I'll be over here,
No, you're fine.
falling off this cliff.
Oh, I'll take my original 5 then.
Can you input me as a 3?
Why is my guy all like dwarfish looking?
Mine's super.
You can stretch them out. They stretch to fit the box. You can. I usually make them 2 tall and 1 wide because that's the right ratio.
I can't. How do I do that? Let's see. All I can do is spin him. Or move him. Oh, hey.
I'm trying to help you here.
I didn't do that.
I did. Hold on.
Can I do that?
There, if you change his ratio, so you can change his ratio this way. There.
Okay.
Okay.
So, this music makes me feel like I'm in a Super Nintendo RPG.
Oh yeah. I gotta switch up the music. You
No,
guys
no,
gotta
I
play
like
other
it,
music.
and that's why I didn't feel like this guy was threatening at all.
He's kind of not.
There's a whimsical hut.
He's kind of a doofus.
Where's this whimsical hut?
He's
Yeah, I
kinda-
mean, his name is Butt Kiss. I mean, Butt Kiss.
That's the name Elsie made up for him just now. Okay.
Yes.
Joseph, your turn.
Oh, is it my turn? Are we in
Well, you're
combat?
Bonton. You're the same.
I cast Dispel Magic. I don't
Okay.
have that spell, I'm joking.
I was gonna say, I'm not
But
sure
it'd
how
be
that
cool
works.
if I
It's kinda
did. I instead... I don't want to hurt this guy.
Tackle him.
I lunge forward and I attempt to disrupt his spell by like pinning his arms to his side and
Alright, minus
like
tackle.
screaming in his face.
Oh yeah, you just get up in his face like, what? Like, you know, football intimidation style.
Yeah, and like I knock his arms down because it's obvious his arms are part of the spell, right?
All right, go for it.
All right,
Minus
so
tackle.
it's a strength attack, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
He's just a 3.
Oh, I'm gonna use 1 effort anyway.
You got him.
But
Oh
I
yeah,
roll-
you got him wrapped up full Nelson, begging for mercy.
Oh wow, yeah.
He's like, please, let me go. Don't worry, nothing's happening. But he's still like, you watch as the spell power continues to grow, even as he's wiggling.
I say, drop the fucking spell.
I'm afraid that's not gonna happen.
I didn't want to hurt you. and I like start to like make him pass out.
That's not your. You can't do that this turn. Bonton.
Oh, okay.
Your turn. Your turn,
Bonton,
buddy.
punch him in the stomach.
So he is.
Joseph's got him, but he's the white energy all around him is continuing to grow.
I go to slice him a couple times.
No, God, why do you have to kill everyone, Bonton?
Well, I mean, how much damage do these things do?
Too much. 11
let's see,
each?
That'd be like 4 and 4. No.
Oh,
So about 8 damage.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
I heal him really quick with my spell.
Your 2 stabs. You just feel his breath just with the second one just sort of push out through the hole of the escaping knife, and his just body goes limp. Joseph, it's not your turn yet. It is Hootie's turn.
Hootie.
I'm out back by the boat, so I do nothing.
As you get to the boat, you have an angle down here. You see an opening.
I don't see anything. I'm still on the map with.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys aren't on the right map.
Yeah, we're still in the nice town where they make us food. And didn't make us trek through the mud.
Ooh, what's this?
They failed to advertise though that the food was in fact trippy snake
Oh.
stuff.
Wait, where the fuck
Yeah.
is this?
Technically, Isaac, you can see an opening in the water into a dark cave mouth.
Oh, cool.
Gabe, I'm sorry. If I knew that there was like actual stuff involved in this, I wouldn't murder this guy. I'm sorry. I thought this was just a one-off quick thing.
Hey, it's no worries. He's not gonna die anyway. But there's something under there, Hootie. There's a whole opening right at water level. This very low boat can fit in there.
All right. I take a quick look at it.
Ooh.
I know what I do. I concentrate on my ring and I see if there's a fish.
Concentrate on your ring.
Yeah, my ring.
Oh,
I already tried.
There are a lot of fish.
I already tried to use it today.
No, you had to. Let's just say it took another day to get here.
Okay. I concentrate on my ring and I see if I can get a fish.
Yeah. You. How big a one do you want?
I want a nice big catfish.
All right. Yeah, you got a nice 23-pounder.
Oh boy. And oh well.
It's a deep water thing here.
Okay. I want him just to swim around in there. And what does this allow me to do with my fish?
You can speak with them, control them, order them about. Actually, it's quite a bit more detailed than that. I can post it in here for you.
Okay.
What? Come to the front thing I want. Okay. And Ring of Animal Control. You can cast one of these spells once per day: Animal Friendship, Animal Fear, or Speak with Animals.
Friendship? What does that let me do?
So Animal Friendship. Essentially, it makes the animal. It bonds it to you for the course of the spell. It makes it like a familiar.
Okay. I do that. And so fishy.
Okay. Well, you see that the fishy is under the water. It's very clear water though, so that's nice.
Alright, fishy, what's down there?
There are two things. One, a sort of chumming body, which the fish takes some bites off of, and then a ladder that emerges from the water.
A body? Ooh. What kind of clothes does the body have on it?
It has.
Sounded so perverted when you said
like a
that.
business suit.
A deep one. Got it. Okay. And it is not animate, that body?
No, quite dead. Quite stinky. The fish was drawn to it. The catfish loved it. Got a big old bite.
Okay, great.
Okay, so the fish just swims around, gives me a little bit of the picture of that cavern.
Right.
And he also keeps an eye out for any more bodies that have.
All right, buddy, that's your turn. Archie, your turn, buddy. I'm gonna let you go before him.
Okay. I guess I see the glowing light around him just continue
Yeah.
to grow.
Yes, he's clearly growing this power for some purpose.
All right. I want to counterspell it.
Okay, tell me how counterspell works.
Basically, it counters a spell.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll just an intellect check, DL3. To
Okay.
counter it.
I will take magic and supernatural knowledge, and I will go on ahead and expend 1 level of effort. So There.
Yeah. The spell fizzles, and you see his face fall as the white light just sort of peters out. And actually, no, the white light peters out as his chest, just as his chest deflates with the last air from his lungs, as Bonton removes his second dagger.
well, now we can't interrogate him. I look at Bonton.
I have already been exploded by one glowing ball before. I was not going to let it happen again.
Elsie,
Yeah,
it's your
fair
turn. You technically didn't make it to his turn, so Elsie, you can go now if you'd like. You saw them just murder this fool. Well, specifically that.
Seriously, we just talked about not murdering people.
Each other.
Technically true.
Elsie, do you have any healing magic?
I don't. Have you ever seen me heal anyone? Come on, guys,
I
get
mean,
a clue.
sometimes you got potions and shit.
I run over to him. I attempt to see if he's breathing and do CPR or
He's
whatever on
not
him.
breathing. He's not breathing, but immediate magical assistance could revive him.
Don't we have like any kind of like might healing potions or whatever?
Well,
Okay.
Hootie is exploring the shoreline outside. He's not right here.
I'm sure I do, but I don't know that that's what they do. So I just try to bandage him up and.
Technically, Hootie can't even carry all those. Do you have your full complement of Cypher, Sarah?
I have no idea what the hell I have.
You had 3 potions from that lady.
I have
Yeah,
3
healing.
potions.
All right. So somebody might have a potion from Hootie.
But I'm not assuming that I know that works. So
No, you
for my
probably
turn,
don't. No, you
I
don't.
just go over and assess his state of being, apologize to him, meaning that you were not supposed to die.
Do you
And
have any
close-
cherry blossom?
No, I don't. Long gone. Does he have are his eyes open or closed?
They're sort of open, and they were sort of looking at you when he died.
Why do
I-
we need this man alive?
Well, he's dead. He's clearly dead because that's what my assessment said. Should I roll a perception check or something to make sure?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, perfect.
So he's not breathing, but he hasn't suffered any irreversible like sort of damage. Again,
Cool.
magical healing could bring him back immediately. Nothing else.
Perfect. Well,
I'm
I still
assuming-
attempt to start CPR.
Okay.
So I grab his nose and do whatever people in that time would do. So whatever CPR knowledge I think I have.
Start smacking his chest with your
And
fist.
I'm gonna cast my healing magic as soon as it's my turn.
All
That's
right.
what
Well,
I-
it's your turn after hers. So as soon as Elsie's like really getting in there and starting to do chest commutations and like blood is like pouring out of the wounds at an accelerated rate, you
You got
step
some-
in to mercifully heal him. And Elsie, as you go to pump him one more time, he's like, "Oh, please stop! No, I surrender."
I did it! It works!
Elsie, why do you have to torture the dead?
I give
Please
him,
don't torture me. I don't deserve it.
I give him a gentle kiss on his cheek and say, "I'm so sorry, sir."
He looks around. Oh, it's you again.
We'll bandage up your wounds.
He,
I don't know what happens. Like,
glowers at Joseph.
Say again.
He glowers at you, Joseph.
Well, sorry that my friend stabbed you. I didn't know he was going to go crazy and stab you in the chest with knives.
It was you that threatened me.
I didn't
Drove
threaten you
me
at all.
away. Huh?
I didn't threaten you at all.
Wait, who was that? Was that Hootie?
That was Hootie.
Oh god. Okay. I got it. Okay. Hootie did that. Isaac, were you there for that, Isaac?
I was.
He goes, listen, I don't know what happened or why you guys are in charge of the bank now. Listen, I'll do whatever it takes, but you got to forgive my debt.
How much is it?
I mean, I haven't repaid anything. I mean, with the agreed interest rate, $78,243.73.
Why haven't
And the
you
original
repaid
loan?
any of it?
Well, so there was a little incident with the fellow sent to purchase, and he didn't make it.
And what exactly was that spell you were gonna cast on us?
Right, that was just a little protection, helpful spell. He's
Listen.
obviously lying. He's not a very good liar.
Listen, you need to repay your debts. You need to stop casting magic on us when we come around. And if there's anything you can do to help us, you need to go out of your way for it. And maybe we'll think about cutting down some of that debt. Does that sound like a
What?
deal?
Joseph, what was the original loan for?
What was the original loan for?
And the amount?
It was to start a mine and to bring religion to the locals.
Hmm. Interesting.
And how much?
Well, I mean, the original amount is a little under 43,000 gold pieces. It
So
was-
you let this thing accumulate so much interest, you almost owe double what was required.
Well, I'm just going according to the contract that was taken.
I started searching the hut. I'm looking for anything.
Yeah, so it's pretty bare bones.
Sir, I'm very disappointed you didn't make an attempt to renegotiate the contract of your loan.
Well, listen, I'm trying to renegotiate. Listen, what will it take for me to get out of this loan?
To show us the spell and how to do it.
It depends on what you were going to do it to us on the north side of this lake.
No. Hey. The instructions? I don't know what you're talking about.
The
Why
blades
did you
come out of my
direct
arm
us?
again.
Yeah, why did you direct us to the other lake in the north?
He looks around. I didn't do that.
Is he lying?
Yes. He's a very bad liar.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Sculpt Flesh, and I'm gonna make the claws grow out of my my hands, and I'm gonna make my teeth fill up with, like, sharp, jagged, like, teeth, and, I'm just gonna, like, tell him, like, you need to not lie to us. You are not a very good liar, man of God.
Oh no! And he just starts bawling.
Tell us why you gave us that letter.
It's time for Hootie to make an entrance. I just, instead of coming around to the front door, I just tear some planks off the back of the hut.
Oh, well, I mean, it sends him like scuttering to the ground with his head, like his hands over the back of his head, crying.
Hello. Priest. What's the deal with the, cavern?
I don't know what you're talking about, of course.
Ah, woo, cha cha, oh la la la, oh la la la
make
la.
it!
Truth!
Not those noises. Oh,
It's just
truth.
some random noises, and I say truth.
Oh.
Bless you.
Truth.
You
Okay,
are now
listen.
compelled, and
listen,
you only can
listen.
speak the truth.
Listen,
or
we're
bad
business
things will
partners,
happen.
right? We trust each other, right? We're business partners, right?
Sir,
So listen, I'm
do
gonna tell
not
you the
break the
truth,
curse.
the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. Please be listening. Please be listening when I finish this. There's nothing down there.
Whoa. You must tell the truth or be compelled. Do not let the curse of the ancients get to you.
What
The
are-
Deep One. Malefique.
Please
Rahab.
don't speak names of creatures you don't understand in my house. Would you please
Truth.
stop that? Okay. Fine.
There's a deep
There
one.
is a series
Can I
of
roll a
tunnels.
persuasion roll to see if that works?
Yeah. See what he tells you. He's like, no, there's nothing down there. I said it under swear. I oathed. You heard me.
I want to grab him with my talent, like around the throat with my talent hand. I want to drag his face close to mine. I want to tell him,
Listen to me. You want to tell us the truth of what's done in that cabin, or I will cut your entrails and eat everything inside.
and I want to do an intimidation check.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you an asset first, like scare the shit out of him.
And I'll put 2 levels of effort into this.
He blinks at you, and there's a moment, and he's trying to tell you, and he says, storehouse, storehouse, it's a storehouse, it's a storehouse.
Of what?
Listen, I haven't been there. I don't go in there. It's not my place.
Whose place is it?
I put my like talon claw on his belly and started digging the claws into his sides.
He just starts just whimpering. No.
Who did it?
I can't tell you. I can't.
There's a deep
You
one
can.
sunk in there. Are there more minions in there?
They found it. They found it.
What did they find?
They found the warehouse.
Of what?
Ore? Was it the ore?
Like, this was where I was supposed to make the handoff to the person who was coming, who was to represent the bank's connections. I was supposed to make the handoff here.
Yeah. Looks super familiar to the place in St. Louis, by the way, guys.
Well,
Alright. So, the deep ones came and they took the ore. You have no idea what they were going to do with it.
it was worse than that.
Elaborate, please.
Fine. It was worse than that because it had more than just the ore. I was using this place because I knew of it, as I am a priest of a high level of order. This is the safe house where certain religious artifacts were stored.
Oh, interesting. So they took the artifacts and they turned them into beacons, didn't they?
They're using them for something.
Mm-hmm. They're turning them into beacons. Can you describe the artifacts, perhaps?
Not really. They were mostly books.
Oh. Books. I don't care about books. Nobody likes books. Who
No,
reads
you don't understand. They if you read them, you gain their knowledge and their power.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so the deep ones came, they took everything. We should make sure they took everything. Right?
This will ruin me. This cannot be known.
You're already ruined. You owe me $78,000. And this
I
here
give you
shack?
information. Surely
This
this is worth $78,000.
This
So,
shack,
Elsie,
worth about 5.
Elsie's
And it's
done
really
with
hard
all-
to get to. The
It is
helicopter
rifling
landing pad around here is no good.
I'm rifling through the house. I'm done with him.
Okay. As you're rifling through the house, you see the tunnel out there that they were referring to.
Ah, tunnel. And I make my way down the tunnel.
All right.
It's filled with water.
It's water. Are you gonna swim?
I start complaining and taking off my clothes and get down to my knickers.
You hear her. You hear her complaining, Bear.
Ah,
Just drag the boat over there. I'm like, stop stripping every time there's water. Here's a boat.
ah.
I
Fine.
will have my fish escort you.
All right, I climb in the boat.
I go with her, I guess.
Okay. You guys head down that
You
thing.
put the clothes back on first.
Not
By now-
likely.
You guys are all hearing this like through the hole in the house that Hootie destroyed.
Fine. But hold on, let me go find something useful to take from this guy because he's making me upset. So I look around the house and I take something that looks important.
There's basically just a desk, a chair, and a quill, a pretty nice quill. That'd probably be the only thing.
I take the quill, I open the desk drawer, and take the first thing I see.
Okay, it's a stamp.
Okay, I take the stamp.
All right.
Ha! You won't be able to mail that letter.
Hey, that's
Wait.
me.
Was it
I
that
was
stamp
nice to
or was
you.
it like an actual rubber stamp?
No, it was an actual stamp. Like what I meant was like one of those personal stamps that you use to mark that you signed here.
Let's see
Oh.
whatever letter, yeah.
Even better. Ha ha! Now you can't sign anymore.
Okay,
am
perfect.
Not until you pay your
is everybody
debts.
heading this direction? Or you guys want to loot together? Or some of you want to stay here and intimidate this poor fool?
No, I think we're done
Party
intimidating him.
Stays together.
They scares together, fares together. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So you guys head over here. There's an obvious ladder that leads out of the place. The water's very deep though, and the boat is small. So you guys sort of pack in like a clown car posse, but it's not very far, and the water's very.
The CCP, Clown Car Posse.
Yeah, exactly. Totalitarian state and all. And you climb up, you emerge here into an empty sort of warehouse thing, but it's extraordinarily well built for a warehouse in the middle of jack shit nowhere. There are chests, big heavy chests stacked out. There's several separate rooms. There's a boat, a small boat up on a pillar. There are a bunch of other things strewn about. It looks like a lot of these things have been looted and emptied.
Okay. And we look at the things that haven't.
Well, you look, you find this room seems to have been untouched.
Sweet.
Let's check it out.
Joseph, you go first because it's probably protected by divine magic.
Get in this
Yes.
boat.
I will volunteer myself as the guinea pig.
I'll go in the
Well,
boat.
I can scan it for magic.
Yeah, you might want to scan it.
I'll
Are we-
scan it
we
for
are-
magic.
Boat, Elsie, we're in the warehouse now.
Did y'all leave Monton alone with the peer priest?
Yep.
Did you, Bonton?
I
That'd be
didn't go
fun.
with him.
You want to go with him?
No, I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go. Okay. So, do you want to have a word with the priest while they're loading up over here?
I just have one question for him.
Mhm.
The last time that we met, you left with a threat that you would pay back our debt, and then you disappeared out of town, and were met with a trap. What has changed with our parting now?
As the dagger slowly creeps back out of his hand.
He goes, well, listen, Mr. Scary Guy, I am very scared of you. There are a lot of you. Also, it seems pretty clear you have the whole town at your very beck and call. I do not want to tangle with this, okay?
You are the one that lured us here.
No, this was not the goal. I didn't want you here. Why are you even over in this area?
Where did you want us?
I told you where to go.
have
There's a lake to the north.
one more sentence. Make it
Okay,
worth something.
okay. There is a monster in that lake. It does not like out-of-towners.
And as he says that, I slice his head off.
Jesus.
You
told him he had one
yeah,
more sentence.
you can pretty much end it right there. That was it. That was his plan. He was going to send you to this monster.
And I take its cross and put it in my bag.
Ooh, it's a very bright silvery cross. He also has formal robes, formal priest robes on underneath. his
Now they're
coat.
bloody formal priest robes.
Well,
Right.
they were definitely fully covered by his traveling gear.
Hmm.
No, I just
Although
take the
they
cross.
you probably do need a little wash around the neck. Yeah, you get those priest robes for sure. They seem to be like sort of ranking high priest robes.
I don't care about the robes. I just take the cross.
Okay. The cross, got it. Okay. The back here, and you guys are just looting, right?
Well,
As you
no.
approach over
we're
here, you
scanning-
scan Archie.
Yeah.
You scan this, right?
Yes.
There is no physical appearance of the door, but you can tell through your scan that there is an opening here.
And traps.
Oh yeah, definitely traps. All around this area.
Mechanical or magical in nature?
There is a mechanical one, and inside, and also a magical one inside. The two outside ones appear to have already been triggered.
Okay. Well, I will go about my business. I'll use counter spell to get rid of the magical trap.
Okay, easily done.
Bam. All right. Now it's your turn, Hootie. I described the trap to him, the physical trap.
Okay.
It's basically a bow that's going to shoot directly down into your head, presumably.
Okay. I just I look around for maybe the ore out of the boat.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I just take that and I reach in the door and I just whack the bow with it until it goes off.
Yeah, it just goes off. It slams into the ground, and you're able to clear the door. And once you open the door, the illusion breaks, and you can see inside. There's three large chests, or three large crates, sealed, and a large chest, also sealed.
Sweet.
Are they trapped?
They are not.
Yay. All right. I want to raid the chest.
All right, you have to fiddle with it. It is locked, but given a moment or two, you realize that the lock can be pretty easily broken.
I cut it off.
Or you can just pick it.
No, I cut it off. I use my laser to just
Oh,
slice
you
through
just
it.
knock it right off, and you open the chest, and inside is a strange filing system. It's sort of like if you imagine like a drawer of a filing cabinet, where they like have the little hook things on each side and manila folders sort of hook over things and sort of stack in there. It's sort of like that, except the folders are made of cloth and they sort of wrap around. They're sort of more like little packages that are set in next to each other, and they seem to be wrapping either sets of materials or sets of pages.
Well, I want to start investigating all these packages. I want to see what's inside each one.
Okay. Each one is what strikes you as like a sort of an application, or perhaps a sort of like an investigative report on the qualifications for sainthood of individuals.
What?
Beatification check?
Yeah.
Are they like locals?
They seem to be a large variety of individuals from Mexico and South America. Yes.
And you said that some of them have materials in them. So what kind of materials are in there? Are they all? Is it all paperwork?
Yeah, there's also materials in some of them, like drawings and then just sort of strange ingredients in little pouches in some cases, just strange items.
Strange items. Oh, I take the ingredients. I put them in my alchemy bag after I
You're
properly.
sort of like looting through each one.
Yeah.
Open them. Okay.
And the items, what are those? Are those like
Oh,
artifacts?
there are a lot of trinkets, a lot of crosses, stuff like that.
Okay. On any of the applicants, do any of them seem to be tapping into any kind of power or anything like that nature that would be like associated with nature magic or the near divine or the divine?
For that, you'll need to roll a lore check. While you're doing that, what are the rest of you guys up to around here?
Carrying those crates out of the room and
Okay.
people to open them. Elsie,
Uh,
will open.
They're surprisingly light.
What? What'd you
Each
say?
of those crates are. I'm sorry to cut everybody off, but those crates are surprisingly light.
Are they surprisingly handy?
And Elsie, yeah, he sort of tosses one down and it doesn't land heavily, sort of bounces.
What did he say?
I said, Elsie, will this open?
Yes. And I open it.
Yeah, so it is pretty well built, but you can crack one piece of wood and sort of tear open the crate, and
I broke a nail. You. And I go at it more vigorously now, angrily.
as you see that, you see inside is sawdust.
I
Right.
reach in, and does it feel like sawdust that I'm familiar with, or?
No, it's like steel pine sawdust, but as you reach in, your hand brushes against something buried in the sawdust.
And I take it out, whatever it is, or I feel it first.
It's a picture frame.
All right. I take it out and shake the dust off.
As you shake it off, you see like a layer of paper that was sort of over the front sort of slides off, and there's this gorgeous painting of a woman.
Does she look familiar?
No, she looks European, a very strange. She's wearing sort of like a nun colors, or maybe it's at a wake or something where she's wearing black for some reason, and yeah, she's quite striking.
And is there a signature or an artist or mark or anything like?
No.
What?
But as you're looking at it, there is. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Yeah, you don't notice much about it.
All right. Well, I just kind of discard it carefully, but also haphazardly at the same time,
Okay.
and then keep. I'm more interested in this sawdust. So I take some of that, put it in my bag, and kind of do a little taste on it, and
It has a little whiff of divine aura.
Yeah, so I'm doing that. I pull out my little my little kit, and start doing like tests and stuff on it.
Okay.
terribly
While
good.
that's
Great.
happening, what would somebody else like to do? Joseph, what would you anything?
Well, I was gonna go down here and loot the, crates.
You want
and
to roll an
stuff.
investigation check?
Yeah, I do. Boom.
All right. So as you head down there, you notice that there is mostly looted, but you do find a couple of crates that have the some of the just in the corners some of the ore.
So he definitely mined some of it. Does it look like? We can assume it was mined here.
Yeah, that seems right.
Let me take that ore back.
Yeah, take that ore.
It's not
Yeah.
much, but yeah, you can collect a small amount of ore.
Because he's not going to use it for anything.
Right. There's also some barrels in the corner, and as you're looking through them, you see that that they are casks of wine.
Is it safe to say there's
and
more
they
money
seem
in wine here than there is
quite
ore?
well made wine, quite sturdy, aged.
I point that out to Bear. Bear, looks like there's lots of wine here.
Sweet. Stack that close to the door, and I tear open the other two crates.
Okay, they have similar pictures. One is a twilight scene painted in a very stylistic way. This one is signed with sort of a flourish of a signature, and one is a stained glass. It's almost it's got its own like sort of little balsa wood crate built around it. It's very beautiful, and it has the Virgin Mary.
Joseph, is any of this stuff holy, or is it just...
Yeah, I go over there and I examine the Twilight scene. What season and what episode is it from?
Right, so Joseph is shirtless, or no, what Jacob is shirtless.
Good.
So that doesn't
I say
narrow it
this
down.
one is the most
But, like,
holy of them all, and I start to stroke it. No. So yeah, I mean,
Taylor is a Shaggy Taylor, or Bear is a Shaggy Taylor Lautner. So.
was there anything special about these at all?
Yeah, the stained glass is definitely blessed with a pretty strong divine ward.
I say this one here, Bear. I point to the stained glass one. It's powerful protection magic. I don't know of what. Perhaps we can get the old wizard boy to identify it.
Wizard boy, yo, wizard boy.
I perk up. Yes.
Run your magical fingers over this. Don't let the divine nature of it burn you.
Sacrilege. Nothing can hurt me.
Shit.
I love how you do this shit like right as Gabe leaves the room. Every time. And you have no idea he's gone. Great
we have
stuff.
Two pictures and a... I wonder what the pictures are.
Yes, I collect a bunch of that dust too.
The god dust.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing some tests on it. Some preliminary, but I plan to study this more.
It's made with a holy saw. Perhaps a holy belt sander. You know what you need to do with a holy belt sander? Replace the belt.
And I was investigating the ward on that stained glass window, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's our dungeon master. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Hey,
Gabe.
sorry about that, guys. I was on overfilled.
Fine.
So
Archibald
the-
rolled a really good identify check.
Archie.
okay. Oh my goodness. On the stained glass.
Mm.
Yes. So this was made to be like the focal point of a powerful cathedral. If joined with, you know, a structure and a proper ritual, it will, you know, make the ground holy and sanctified. Will protect the place from all manner of enemies of the divine, and a number of other protections.
Wow.
There you go.
Mint.
Could we install that on a ship?
We should.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. Except that, of course, it could break.
Well, there's a temple here in town.
No, that temple's like, you know, evil.
Right. All the more reason to make it like a proper temple.
No. I'm not wasting it on that. Nobody wants that temple there.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just take it with us to Mexico City. Makes sense.
I am definitely putting it back in its box, and nailing the box back together. Or
So you
whatever.
sort of, like, I mean, you don't really have to even take apart all the balsa wood, like, framing that it's in, you know?
No, I don't do that.
Was our ship here in this port?
Nope.
Not. I mean, it's not here, but it's within travel distance. You've traveled here.
Or man, how long a travel?
About 10 days.
10 days.
Yeah.
Maybe we can pick this up on our way back from Mexico City. Right? We are going to Mexico City for some reason, aren't we?
No, we're going
Tortuga.
outside.
We can't leave it here. The priest will take it.
Breeze is dead. Bonton killed him.
I don't
Again?
know that.
Again.
No, you don't know that. You don't know that.
I don't know that. All right, well, I don't know why I was thinking we were going to Mexico City. I guess our job is pretty much done in Mexico.
Were we not going to Tortuga?
We were gonna go to the factory in Mexico City.
Tortuga.
No.
The turtle
Lantern
factory?
The Lantern Factory.
The factory where they make turtles?
Yeah.
And then to Tortuga, where all the fun happens.
Hey.
I'm a little iffy on that DLC.
so-
I've been warned against that many times now.
No, the
Oh no, that's silly. We're going to Tortuga.
No, we're not.
Well, I think we're gonna have to think about that a little bit.
well, no.
I like
Okay,
turtles.
so where is the warehouse? You guys know that it's somewhere near Mexico City. That is the information you have. Is that what you're working on?
The factory.
Well, we're gonna definitely take the stained glass window with us. There's no
Yep.
reason to try to come all the way back over here. But if there's no other valuables or trinkets of interest in here,
we should write down the names. Can we just make a list of the names in the files of the?
yeah. Technically, I rolled a 4. I know it says 3, but I didn't factor in my investigation skill.
Let's
So.
just,
Yeah, there are a number of. I mean, a lot of these seem really old, and they seem to be for European applicants from France and Belgium primarily, and it just seems like an odd mix. Some of them were rejected just because they didn't have anything super extraordinary, and some were rejected for more interesting reasons. But it's not clear to you which ones will be important.
I would like to just. How many are there?
Dozens.
Well, can we just sit for a moment, Archie, an hour or whatever, and write down name, date, location?
Let's just take the chest.
It's really hard to carry. We're on foot.
Archie's like, someone else will carry it.
I am not your pack bear.
Hey, can't you talk to a cow and have it carry everything for us? or something?
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm not there.
As you guys,
Where are we
you
gonna
guys,
find that?
all right. I'll put it this way: you guys can get all this stuff back in the boat and come on out of there and meet back up outside.
Okay, but we were gonna double check if there wasn't anything else. I would
There's
like to-
nothing else.
All right.
Cool. I take up a
the-
bunch of the dust, the sawdust too.
Okay, yeah, you got there's sawdust. Yeah, and most of the other things are empty in here. There's an extra boat, and that's it, pretty much. There's the wine. Are you taking the wine?
Yeah,
Yes.
I pop it open and start drinking it.
No,
Oh,
we're
there's,
taking
like,
it as
Several large barrels.
preserve
Yeah.
Oh.
to preserve
You have
things
You have to literally tap the
and to
keg.
sell.
You can't
Yeah, I
do
don't do that. I thought it was a bottle.
All right, so you guys have loading up this boat. They're having 3 different trips, okay, to get all this stuff out of here. And it's not clear to me how you're trekking this to the jungle, but you do have a lot of loot now. And Bonton, you're just watching as they're taking boat after boat of loot out of here.
Well, it's open into a little bay, correct?
Yeah, it does.
Now, where's this
Right
bay?
at the foot of this little hut.
Was
See,
this
this-
a lake or a?
It's like a little pond. It's not really that big. It's only about 50, 60 feet across.
And is it a separate body of water than the
Yeah,
lake
it's
you
like
was
this
trying to send us
little
to?
pool of clear water. Yeah.
Yes, the lake is up north, way away from here. Bon Ton.
Oh, okay.
Way away.
All right.
Yeah.
Far, far away from here.
Yeah, the one where he was trying to lure you. No, that's not here. This place doesn't seem to have any monsters really. The Hootie's got a fish on the scene. There's no monsters down there.
The fish does go
That
down.
fish is the monster.
Anything interesting that may have gotten dropped, like in the tunnels or anything?
Oh, okay. I'll have you roll a perception check see if you find anything.
I assume this is flat. My fish will use effort and have a 42.
That's a high level.
It's a really good perception check.
Underneath the mountain and finds another body of water on the other side. He swims through that one. And then he gets to the Pacific Ocean where he finds a boat. All right, now.
My fish rolls a 3. Is there any foreign objects in the tunnel? That's really what he's looking for.
Yeah, he finds a dagger near the body down here.
He brings the dagger up in his mouth. And
There's a body?
Yeah, in the water.
there's a
Why
deep
is
one
there a body?
It's a deep one, soldier.
Oh, well, does it have anything on him?
Do you go investigate him? Yeah, if you go check him
Yeah.
out, you see his body's kind of bloated, sort of floating there. There's a big catfish swirling about underneath, and you see that this was a suit. This fish creature was wearing a suit. It looks like it was probably a fish creature. I mean, a lot of its face had been eaten.
Elsie,
Is it like the other one I saw?
I
The other one I investigated?
It's been torn up pretty bad by the predation, but the suit is very new. It's stylish. It's not like the other ones. The other ones look like they were sort of old, like they've been underwater for a long time. This one doesn't look that way.
I take off a piece of the fabric from the suit. And
Okay.
check the pockets also.
Yeah, you find a wallet in there.
All right, I take that with me as well. And I want to take a piece of the fabric and a piece of the skin, if there's any left.
Okay.
And put it in my little
you find
kit.
you find some skin and some fabric, no problem.
You're gonna smell lovely.
Dude, do you know how much shit like this I have carrying around?
Yeah, she's stanky.
This is what I do.
That's why she's always taking her clothes off every time she gets close to water.
That's the reason she needs it. Okay. No.
What were you trying to tell me, Hootie Boo?
The catfish comes up with the dagger in his mouth,
Oh,
and like with the handle in his mouth and like the blade pointing outward.
You just got
Towards it?
catfished.
He just swims over to Archie and just like waves him around.
Roll initiative.
Right?
I'm a little bit miffed.
If that dagger is magical.
Are you shouting this down into the cavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Massive.
I will identify it. Is it magical?
It is. It's actually a blessed divine dagger. Can channel the energy of the divine.
Oh,
really?
Wonderful. I will take it.
Catfish
And I will
doesn't.
give
And
it to
give it to Joseph.
Catfish doesn't give it up easily.
I burn the catfish in the head with my laser.
He drops it into the water and it sinks to the bottom now.
Gave that catfish a lobotomy.
Joseph, there's a dagger at the bottom of the lake.
Look. I hope he likes
I
swimming.
had the dagger in hand whenever he
Yes,
was trying
he
to
had
be
it, yeah.
rough.
Joseph gets a dagger. It is a blade reserved for a holy warrior.
Like myself.
Yeah.
And for that,
Is it like a cipher of sorts?
No, it's a focus.
ooh, you don't have one of those, do you?
I do actually. My rosary is a focus.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
And by focus, you mean it acts as an asset to cast spells and shit.
Yes.
So, can you use 2 assets? Get 2 focuses? No.
I don't think so. I don't think that's. No, I don't. Think
Well, I guess my question is, do I have a purpose for this dagger at all?
so. Maybe not. I don't know.
Does it?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Can it cast spells in a different way than rosary?
Like, do I have any divine attack spells that I don't know about yet? Maybe? I don't know.
Obviously, a focus is usually something that's dear to you, right? That's what makes it a focus.
I'll take it.
Aside from like the ritual that's performed on it, it's
I'll take it.
generally
Shut
specific to
up,
it.
Archibald. You can't even cast divine magic.
How do you know?
Because I've seen your demonic magic at work.
It's
You're-
not demonic.
You're
I
an
really don't even know what it is.
It's definitely not divine.
You're a construct of our imaginations.
As
Well-
they're arguing, Bonton, you're feeling something weird. Can you roll a might save?
I might say
Interesting.
I will
No.
put
And then again, you might not.
1 point effort into this.
Man, I gotta laugh.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
You feel like a very uncomfortable warmth at first, sort of boiling through your chest, and the rest of you like look over and you see this white light is burning in Bonton's chest, and it looks for a second like it's going to like, consume his flesh, but then just sort of fizzles out and dissipates, and Bonton just sort of brushes off his.
What was that?
Do I notice that?
Oh, you noticed it. You for sure noticed it. It was very uncomfortable very briefly.
I quickly start scanning the horizon and the surf, like in all directions.
Yes, you
dead
can
man.
roll a perception.
And I also glance over at the dead priest.
There is like a shimmer off of him as you glance over at it.
The Shining.
What does the 5 tell me?
He cursed you, so I guess from his perspective he blessed you. From your perspective, he cursed you.
Hmm.
I take that
Interesting.
silver cross necklace back out of my pocket and just start stabbing him in the head over and over and over, and then just leave the cross there and walk away.
Oh, Jesus.
Joseph,
Oh, goodness, there's this bloody mess of a head there.
give me
guys.
the dagger, Joseph.
It's made for a holy warrior. People of my lineage.
I'll take whatever help I can get. And I start pointing at Bonton.
Yeah, no shit.
So with an 8, do I have the curse or do I not? Is it something long?
No, you don't have it.
Oh,
He
okay,
tried
so
to
it.
No, you shook him off. He didn't get you.
All right, cool.
No, you're totally clean, but he tried. He had one last try at you.
Gotcha.
From beyond the grave.
All right.
Well, it was something he was doing behind your back while the.
Well, he's nearly beheaded now. He's a lump of a man.
Oh, he ain't coming back. You can rest assured.
I shout to everybody, let's get to move on. It may not stay safe. This is a Steelers run. Surely someone will be by soon.
Can we
Agreed.
stop killing random people?
And can we assemble like a sled system to the bottom of the boat so Bear in his like owlbear form can just drag all the goodies we collected?
Not happening. I told you I am not your pack bear. I fucking meant it. I'm not doing it.
All right, the dysfunction is showing here a little bit, guys. So let's clarify a few things. The wine plus the pretty large chest and the crate. I mean, yeah, I guess you could drag the boat if you could figure out some way to rig the boat. But I mean, you'd need something the size of the boat to bring all that stuff with you.
And the dead body. What about the dead body?
We're not
No.
bringing the dead body. We left him.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
they
just-
left that.
No, Archie's gonna burn this place to the ground. Let's just make a list of the people. I'm just gonna make a list. All I want is
I have
Check
no
it
idea who to
twice.
make a list of. That's why I want to bring all the records. And I'll make you a deal, Mr. Bear. I will burn this down, destroy all evidence, if you will please, oh so kindly, drag the boat.
I'm not dragging a boat. No, I told you. I'm not. Bear
Please,
just thought it was
Hootie.
And
Please, Hootie Bear.
you killed my fish.
Your fish was trying to stab me with a dagger. What do you expect me to do?
Hootie stomps out of the hut.
Hootie. I started walking after him. Hootie Bear, please.
With one
please.
cask of wine under his arm.
Oh, so you are taking something. Okay.
Just the wine.
All right, and he stomps off after Bonton, who already left, right?
Well, we're also taking the painting, so I guess the painting and the cask of wine. I'm gonna be super useful in a surprise.
You're gonna
fight.
be so slow. Okay.
I mean, we can drink the wine.
As we go, I put it up on my shoulder and I stick a
Joseph,
Yes.
Bottoms
would you
up.
care to help me to try to carry this
What's in it?
chest records?
not taking the chest.
I look in it.
They're records. They're records of applications for sainthood.
There's just so many. I tried to go through them, but I couldn't find anyone of real interest in this short time. I
Just
hope
write
to
their names
investigate
down.
them further.
Applications for sainthood.
Yep.
Okay, well, I suppose. How heavy is it?
It's
Between the
not
two of us,
terribly heavy. It's doable. 2 people, it's totally doable.
If I use my telekinesis, I don't know if there's like a actual end to the duration, but I mean, obviously, doing it for like a whole day, I don't know. Is that within the realm of the spell?
I mean, that's gonna be so slow, though, right?
Yeah, but we could push it. I mean, it could just float there, and it would make it weightless.
I see. So you would just be using it as like a.
Just to make it hover.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. You can push it 1 item that way.
All right. Yeah, we'll do this, Archie. Here you go. You just push it.
you have to
jump
teach
on.
me
Real
this
good.
trick, my friend.
I ride it like a horse.
That's true. You could just write it. You could just write it. Because technically, the weight doesn't matter. So, as you guys push on, you guys are heading back towards Mexico City. Is that right, or back towards the village?
I figured the village because we know we don't want to go to the lake, but we still need to find the factory. So we need
Now,
to
how
send
far is
grills
Mexico
out.
City?
What?
Sorry.
How far is Mexico City?
You're actually at the base of the Sierra Nevadas here. You're, not that far from Mexico City.
Oh, okay.
I also want to look at that wallet at some point.
Is the village closer or further?
So it's Harold Tompkins, and he has an address in New York. He also
So-
has cash in there.
How much cash did I just loot?
$22.
Heck, that's a lot of money.
It is.
Mhm.
I don't tell anyone about the money.
Do we get that stained glass divine
Yeah.
mirror, Gabe?
I got it. I'm gonna write that
Okay.
down. Stained glass and cask of holy wine. This has got to be sacramental wine.
It's gotta be.
Have you guys opened it
Yeah.
for the walk back to town?
Yeah. The
Pretty
stagger,
safe walk.
The stagger back to town.
The wine is delicious, very well aged, and made with care.
Excellent.
Also, it definitely has just a little divine aftertaste.
Little aftertaste of divine.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I continually try to get Bonton to drink it. You're gonna like it, Bonton. Come here.
No,
I chased him around with it.
I never drink the cherry water. I'm not gonna drink the wine.
I'll drink some.
It's delicious, Elsie. So good. A little high on the alcohol content, perhaps.
That's fine. I stop complaining about everything and start singing to the birds, and I'm in a really happy mood now, I'm sure.
Whether or not it's more or less annoying is up to you guys.
Oh no, this cask of wine's going with us everywhere now.
I'm very nice and I'm complimenting y'all, and boy, Joseph, have you gotten some muscles lately?
Oh, yes, I
You look like you've been working out. We've got to find you a lady, because this is all wasted on me.
Did we burn
As you guys
the? The whole.
bubbling through the forest with Grills leading the way, the only sober member of the group, aside from Bonton. Bonton, you notice that their speed continues to decrease throughout the day, but you do make it back to town, where you have accommodations at the main temple, and you make it back. Rodrigo meets you at the temple and says, "Oh, I am so glad that you made it back. Listen, the whole town wants to have a feast in your honor. I didn't know if you were coming back, so I didn't tell them, but it's pretty sure it will be organized by the end of the day."
Awesome.
Yes.
I don't see any reason why we cannot partake.
Wonderful, wonderful. I will tell everyone that you will be here then for the evening, for the festivities, and it's our honor. It's the village's honor, I should say, although they have welcomed me as well.
Excellent.
And I have some mail to post.
Oh, I can help you with this.
I have a stamp.
Yes, okay, this is the first step, I guess.
Yes, I need to send something back to New York.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a connection that can get you to the post office.
Okay, good.
I
will prepare my
package. The letter? No, no,
It's a
that's-
package.
A package?
Yes, it would be a small package.
Okay.
Okay,
what
I
she
will
said.
prepare it. It is what I said. Thank you, Bonton. I am a she.
Rodrigo giggles as he hurries off, and you can hear the town prepping. You can kids are running around to scurry about you guys, to ask questions in Spanish, and there from time to time there will be a gaggle of young ladies who will come giggling through, or kind of just like hang around and pretend not to look over your direction, and that kind of thing, for the whole day. And is there anything else you guys want to do? As evening falls, you guys can hear the party kicking off.
No, I'm good.
All right. So here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna end the adventure pretty much right here, but what I wanted to know is, you guys are committed to this warehouse raid.
I feel like we are.
I'm
Yeah.
not committed,
Why?
but I'll go along.
I want to go.
Okay. So that's the plan then? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, so maybe we'll have a clue about that. But the call, Hootie, is not for you to go to this warehouse. Okay. And Elsie, your call to the deep one is pulling you towards the sea, specifically towards the Caribbean Sea, the Caribbean Ocean.
Aye, the sea be my first love.
Right. You feel definitely the call of your first love, the sea, heading towards the west. Or no, I'm sorry. God, I'm way off on directions. East, towards the Caribbean Sea, so Hootie, you're feeling a strong pull in that direction.
So you're
so are
saying-
you, Elsie.
Not the way of the warehouse, right?
Right.
So
Right.
I will insist on going that way.
Okay.
Even if it means parting ways, that's the way I will start walking. Unless somebody does otherwise to drag me a different direction.
Well, that can happen tomorrow morning.
Yes, I'm just telling you my intentions.
Nice.
Well, then
That's
we
all.
better do that now. As you guys start, as the booze starts flowing, you guys start arguing over what to do.
We go east.
Elsie,
Yes.
the deep one has the link on your mind. She has one on mine too. I show her the coin.
That's fine. I want to go see the deep one.
I know you do.
Okay.
You know where the deep one is?
To the east.
Interesting.
Yes, I agree, but you have to resist the call. I spoke to the chiefess of the youth.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to the deep ones.
I spoke to the chiefess, and she said if you go there, he will control you entirely.
But if you build it, I will come.
That's what she said.
I never heard her say that.
I like Gabe's reaction.
Okay.
Oh man.
Quite the contraption.
So when we set out, we will go. I will go east, and you will go west.
No, 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 no.
Elsie, I mean, if you want, if you go over there, they will control you, and if they control you, they will control the link to the fates. That is bad for everyone. This deep one. How do you think this is good? A good entity? Everything around here. Did you not see the fight at the temple?
I am going east.
Did you? Do you want to be a deep one minion? Do you really want that ugly fish head?
Elsie, that gold is what's calling you, and I think that we would find more clues if we go to Tortuga and learn more about where that cursed gold came from.
Tortuga it is. I thought we
Okay.
were going to the warehouse.
Yeah, the fact.
The
There.
warehouse is Tortuga.
The Tortuga is the warehouse.
That is just
No.
not true.
It's true now.
Tortuga.
Gabe, stay out of this.
Stay out of this, Dungeon
No.
Master.
That is not true. Tortuga or to the deep ones. That is where I will go.
The
Substitute my
Tortuga or the warehouse, they are both a path to the same end.
Where is Tortuga?
Tortuga's
Alright.
in the Caribbean Sea.
To the
That is-
east?
it's an island, yes, in the Caribbean Sea east.
I do not wish to go to a warehouse. I do not wish to have my blood taken away.
What?
That's what happens. They
How
kill
do
you
you-
and drain your blood and feed it to the vampires. That's what happens in warehouses.
Vampires. We must go to this warehouse.
You must
I
have
mean,
been
somebody
watching
can roll a
Blade
persuasion
again.
roll on me. That's fine too. But I ain't going those ways unless you.
I'll give you extra coins if you come this direction.
I do not want any more coins. It's not about the coin. It's about
7 coins.
the adventure.
It's about integrity.
Why? Why can we not go to Tortuga?
Guys,
This
can we start
warehouse-
this? Can we start the
Fine.
next adventure with this
Forest.
argument?
No,
I wish to stay here.
That's why we gotta decide now. Sorry, I'm sorry to cut in, but we gotta decide this now.
This warehouse may have connections to Tortuga, which will help us get there more quickly. We know their lighthouse that drew in so many of the mutilated ones. There is no doubt a connection there with the great old deep one.
I will go on one condition.
Go on.
You all promise not to kill anyone.
Ever.
No, I just
Hold on.
want to
Ever
learn
again.
about the ley lines.
Actually, the lantern, it is not a problem anymore. You guys burned it down. It is not affecting us right now. The gold is a bane to our existence right now. It is calling them to us. We need to take care of that right away.
Yeah, what he
Let's-
said.
Then let's get rid of the gold. Let's take the gold to the warehouse, dump it, find whatever clues we can about, the old one there, the deep one, and, go from there.
I told you how I will go to your request first, is if you all agree that no one shall be killed.
I agree, no one shall be killed.
I too agree.
That's
Bon ton.
random.
Murder hobo. That's they attack us. What do you mean?
At least give people a chance before we decide to go stabbing with swords and
There has to be a stipulation. You mean self-defense? Because that man was trying to cast something on me.
you did not need to kill him at first. You could have interrupted his spell, and that guy he didn't know what the heck he was doing. He was a weak.
Twice.
So he was trying to cast a spell to not kill us? Is that what you say?
That's a
Because
thing.
when I cast a spell on someone, it is with the intention to harm.
That is not what else.
You
Either
do
way,
have-
Bonton
Harm,
promises not to
understand
kill anybody. That's what he said. I'd believe him.
That is true. Rene Bonton will not kill anybody.
Excellent. Great then. It's settled.
I cannot say the same about Monsieur Papillon.
And Elsie's gone. Alright, adventure's concluded.
as you guys are arguing your way back to town, and through the afternoon, the party ramps up, and the booze starts flowing. The music, and once again the food, sort of intoxicates you, sweeps you away into this. And now that some of you experienced this differently than you did the first time. Whereas you always sort of felt this swirl of nature around you. Those of you who went to the hut now see that those images of nature, those sort of planet Earth type helicopter images swooping over magnificent trees and cliffs and waterfalls, and beautiful animals, majestically running or standing at the edge of a lake. You begin to see that this is what they're experiencing at this dinner. They're all seeing this, video, this trip of where they just see the images of the most gorgeous aspects of nature, just like swirling past them.
Cool.
That your night just sort of passes into oblivion with those images in your mind, I guess you'll wake up tomorrow with and at the next adventure.
Sweet.
Awesome.
All right, guys. So call it there. We'll give 1 XP for today.
Yes.
We definitely have some differences of opinion that need to be hashed out a little bit.
What are you talking about?
It seems that Bonton has not. Finding religion in family has not changed Bonton in the ways that some of us expected it to. That may need.
Well, he still has the demons in his arms, man. I mean, come on.
It's true. And he has the snake in his heart.
That man backstabbed us already once, tried to lead us to our death, and then tried to cast a spell on me. There was nothing malicious about that self-defense, by the way. That was totally justified.
I
He was-
agree.
oh,
I think
I
after the
agree.
spell
Bad actor,
failed,
and
he had
he
every
was
right
not
to
li-
bash his head in with that crucifix.
He tried to curse me.
Sure.
Mm.
Self-defense.
Speaking of which, Ben, does Joseph give me that dagger?
You can't use it.
What?
You can't use it.
Of course I can. I can use all magic.
You can't use divine magic, can you?
Watch me.
Well, I mean, I guess I could teach you divine magic or something. Well,
I
Yeah.
figured he'd be able to twist it.
I just figure you have absolutely no use for it, bro.
I will find a way to use it, bro.
Elsie, as you're sort of drifting off into this trip, there's sort of an interruption. Something breaks into it for you, and it's this low sound that it's guttural. It's and it doesn't have a pattern. It doesn't have structure, like language does. Languages we have, and it's something deeper and primordial, and it's speaking to you. You just don't quite understand what it's saying. You're muted.
Oh, Fluffy, I missed you.
When you say that, there's a angry, raging, buzzing sound. As you look in your bag, you see the little wooden frog is lit up, just humming, vibrating, just shaking everywhere, coming
lick
apart at the seams a little bit.
I lick it.
And as it turns into a regular frog, it turns into a natural frog. Immediately, just buzzing out of it and exploding in size is Fluffy.
And what happened to the frog?
The frog just sort of pukes him up. and then just sort of sits there and looks at you as Fluffy just continues to expand.
Wait a minute, you're a princess?
No, but I tried it once and it worked, so I think that that's the only way to get the frog to come to life, and that's the way to put it back. So every time I want it to live, I lick it. And it tastes bitter and gross. And I go, it's really terrible every time it gets worse, but that's the way I think it works.
It's the price she has to pay because of no reason at all.
That's how it works. And I know somebody said I don't have to do that, but I didn't believe them because yeah.
Fluffy don't like no.
He didn't like being in there. He scolds you. He scolds you and scolds you. And the frog just sort of looks at you with big bug eyes. And then you know, and as you're just sort of looking at it, the frog, then its eyes flicker back over to Fluffy, who's sort of back down to normal size.
I take out some of the sawdust and feed it to both of them. And give it to both of them.
See, Fluffy eats it like excitedly, like making a big show of it, and then the other one doesn't eat it at all. Doesn't have any interest in that.
That
The
was
frog
quite
just sort of looks at
interesting
you.
that he ate the divine dust.
The frog just sort of looks at you and has no interest in divine dust.
Hmm.
But he does sort of get the hint, and then he turns into wood once again.
Without me licking him?
No.
I'm very confused. I think he's broken and I lick him again.
He lights up again. He's squishy and bitter.
It still works. Ugh.
Okay. Well, never again will he turn before you lick him. That's what you, because it seems like now that's on his command list.
And so I lick him and put him back gently.
Okay. Yeah.
I
you
put
him
Fluffy back where he belongs.
Fluffy is just still scolding you in your ears.
I open the music box and go to sleep.
You guys notice when she opens that, the cricket also immediately goes to sleep.
Oh wait, so we're there.
Where would this be?
Oh,
This would be like you guys back in town. You guys
Yeah,
would be
probably
like
at
at
night.
this party. You'd be at this party, right?
Yeah, at the end of the night or whatever.
Yeah, at the end of the night at the party.
Before I'm going to bed.
Somebody might have noticed. You guys can notice if you want. It's up to
Oh,
you.
I did not notice. I'm enjoying the food, trying to learn some of the language. Trying to convince Joseph to give me that dagger.
Joseph stays strong, I think. And I won't speak for you, Ben, but I'm feeling a no on that. And I gotta kind of agree with his reasoning. I don't hear you, Mike, at all.
Oh, me?
I don't know why my mic's not working, but
No, it's not. It wasn't working at all. We couldn't hear you.
yeah, I'm not muted. I don't know. Were we there to see the cricket come back?
I'm gonna say at the end of the night, you can pretty much probably there. Yeah.
I mean, he's in my...
We were told to our faces that that cricket was calling the deep ones or the
Yep. Definitely said that.
old ones or whatever to us. So I would try and smash it.
Oh, you smash that cricket? All right.
Yeah. of
Well,
course.
we'll cut the adventure there as your daggers come out for the cricket.
Okay.
Um,
And I'm
And-
laying down innocently, sleeping, unfortunately.
because the cricket
Add this to cricket.
he's not a DL3. So the
He's also prone and incapacitated.
what, the cricket?
Yeah, he's asleep.
No, the cricket got out and is buzzing around right now.
No, you said he went to sleep
music
with the
box.
music box.
And he went to sleep.
Right.
Oh.
Right. When the music box hits him, he goes to sleep immediately.
So,
He goes to He goes to like hard sleep.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll start there next time.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
My
My
all right,
music
guys.
box is playing.
All right. I see that Ben's fading, and frankly, I got a lot of dishes left.
All right.
Adios.
Night, everybody.
Oh,
Night,
wait.
guys.
Bye.
Hey, Gabe, guess
Yeah.
who came into our work today?
Who?
Evan Spiegel.
Evan Spiegel.
Yes.
That's the name of the. You mean that really, really rich dude?
Yeah, there was a guy that came into our store with that name. Like, not even kidding, for serious.
For those who are not getting the reference, that was the name of a character I named because it was literally the richest person in tech that I could find. Anyway, I'm
But-
pretty sure it was that Evan Spiegel.
Is that from the
No, it
last
wasn't,
game or
but
something?
What?
It was in the Japan robot game.
Okay.
But I saw that. I had no idea what I was talking about, but I thought
Well,
you'd
now I
appreciate.
remember that everyone's talking about it. Like, okay, yeah, I remember that guy now.
Like, what are the odds?
What are the odds you're gonna remember that name?
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's what I was thinking.
I remember it because it's an actual character that I developed. I don't
It
think he
was.
actually did anything. It kind of just died on the vine, but whatever. Okay, so
It wasn't an important one. I don't remember who it was, but I just know it was from that game.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, he just kind of went nowhere. And referenced in this game, perfect. Okay, so good night, everybody.
Night, guys.
Good night, guys. Y'all take
Bye.
care.
See y'all.